G'day, SPARTANWILLY here, and welcome back to our Motorsport Manager 2021 Manager Mod Aston Martin save. Changed up the order a little bit there from the usual. Welcome back. Alright, so today we have Interlagos. I think it's the fourth last race of the season. I can't believe we're already at the end of the season, to be honest. 23 episodes flies by. But yeah, just before we get started here, I am actually recording this straight after I recorded Mexico City. So no new comments, so we won't be reading through the comments today. Maybe next time I'll, read them all out at once, but we'll see. But yeah, so back to back. That's a big chunk of the video gone. Usually I spend about 5 minutes reading comments. So I think instead to make up for it, I'm just going to show you some of the parts of the game that I don't always show. So as you hear in the pit crew, obviously you can just skip ahead if you don't care about this stuff. But usually I just skip straight to the weekend. But here we go. I go through our first 5 pit crew here. Tire 16, he's not great. He's not great. Basically, I'm just looking at these 3 stats. We don't refuel in this division, and we don't really fix. So these guys are all trash. But yeah, is it time to renew contracts? Not quite. So I got to keep an eye on that after last time. We can't be losing all our pit crew again. That was not very good. Now 2.1 sets, not bad, but with a bit of moving around, I think we could make it even better, to be honest. Oh, we'll let them rest. You know what? 2.17 is not terrible. I think we'll leave that. How's this guy going on? Yeah, we'll leave that. All right, then we just hit continue to the cars, stop preparing, and then we go into improve parts. As I said, we've got a lot of parts. We've built quite a few parts this year, which is good. Always looking to improve the car. We're working on reliability of the brakes, but I don't think we need to because the brakes were fine reliability wise. So, do we need brakes? No, I don't really need brakes. I got this front wing that I really want to get to the max, but we'll just keep working on the performance of these brakes. We'll work on the reliability if we have nothing else to work on. We're going to put them on Stroll's car now because they will become the better brakes. Um, I'm just going to give the better pass to whoever's above in the championship, which is Stroll by 3 points. So Vettel is coming for his spot um, very quickly there. But new vote started. The new voting session is taking place at FIA. Kinetic Energy Recovery System. I've abstained from like 3 votes, but we're going to abstain again. I'm happy either way. It's approved. So we're going to have curbs. Is it Kers? Kers, yeah. Kers next season, which is going to be interesting. Again, I didn't mind either way, but there you go. So Kerr's system in play. Interesting. Alright, so that is our brake pads done. Now let's work on the performance of the front wing, which is going to take yonks because it's such a big jump to, let's have a look. If we put it on the car, we'll wait. We're not going to be able to use it, obviously, because of it having a lot of risk level, but we're going to simulate the F3 racers, who they only race 7 rounds a season in this mod. You can add more yourself if you want. They are in the mod guide, but we're going to zoom ahead here, and we're already at the time to travel to Interlagos. So in between races, it's sort of pretty simple, really. We've got the gearbox done in 4 days, which hopefully we can improve performance-wise. I think that's definitely next season gearbox. I remember all the legal parts on that. So yeah. All right, so now Interlagos time. If you did skip through that episode intro, I'll just give you a brief summary of what we went over. Gearbox done in 4 days. We're improving the brakes, which we improved to 1311. We're going to leave the reliability because it didn't really affect us last race. We're improving that front wing to reach its maximum. That is a next year part though, so we won't use that. We've given the better brakes to Stroll because we give the better pass to whoever's above in the championship, which is Stroll by 3 points. That race is going to get pretty tight coming into the season. I think if Vettel finishes above Stroll, we're going to have to review whether we get rid of Vettel. I don't know. We'll see come the end of the season. Like I said, I'll evaluate every single option. But yes, that is basically everything we went over. I'll see you in Q2. Bring on Interlagos. Alright, Q2 Interlagos. Let's do it. Q1 was P8, P10. Pretty, yeah, meh. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That's what we want to see. Even though the handling's out of the mechanics recommendation. Bit cheeky there. Controversially, I'm going to send him out in the softs for the first lap. We'll see how we go. Obviously, it's not the fastest tire, but I feel like there's not that big of a difference like there is in real life. So, I don't know. If we make it to Q3 on them, I don't mind. I'm happy to go into Q3 and have a shootout then if we can start the race on these softs. Because ultimately, do you really want to sacrifice the race so you can go like 2 spots higher in quali? Not really. So, we'll see how we go. First first lap's done, and it's actually not as bad as I thought it was. So we're going to keep sending him out on softs here for this second run. Track grip's already at the highest. May as well send him out again. Send him out. This time we'll let Stroll go out first, followed by Vettel. And that's quite a good gap. Ocon, though, is on an outlap, and he's probably going to have a bit more pace in him. But Stroll's improving. Vettel's improving as well. Vettel's going to go even faster here. So Stroll's ninth. Vettel goes. Oh, he's still crossing the line. Stays in 11th. That must have been a terrible sector 3 for him. But we could have Lance Stroll in Q3 here. We will have Lance Stroll in Q3 onto soft tyres. So that is an ideal scenario. Now we're going to be on the better tyre for the race for our race strategy that we like to run and be able to shoot it off. Vettel's in a very good spot as well. He'll be on fresh softs in Q11. So very happy with that Q2. Let's see how far we can go in Q3 with Stroll here. If we just go through, Sainz out again in Q2. He's just been shocking this year for Ferrari. I wonder how long his contract is, because they could let him go at the end of the year, because he has not been good. He hasn't got a podium yet. Which, I mean, in a Ferrari, the Ferrari is pretty good now, so, hopefully for him, he does better in the last 3 races, but it might be too little too late for him. But send out Lance Stroll. We're going to get a good 2 laps, I think, in Q3, because this lap, while it's the same track as last time out at Mexico City, it is a different layout, which is a couple seconds longer, which sort of makes it impossible to do 3 runs. But we'll see how we go here. Bring it in nice and quick. Stroll push on that in lap. Obviously in Q3 you can stay on the super softs, because it doesn't matter what tyre you use in Q3, you still start on whatever tyre you qualify to get into Q3, so we can use as many tyre sets as we want here, within reason. We need a couple for the race. But I don't think we'll be able to push out for that 3rd lap, unless Stroll gets in the garage. No, we won't. And it's suckish. P9, but we're on the good tyre, so it doesn't matter. Vettel's on the better strategy, though, because he's finished 11th. He can choose a fresh tyre tomorrow. But it's good to know that we're consistently making a Q3. And look who's on pole. Carlos Sainz. Hold your head in shame. That Ferrari is looking pretty quick. Obviously different parts, but come on. When you got one Ferrari on pole and the other one in Q2, you sort of got to be asking questions. But nonetheless, I'm happy with that qualifying. Q3, it's never really glorious for us in Q3, but we'll take it. Alright, race day. Soft tyres, race trim, car setup. Setups are fine, but we're going to change Vettel on there and keep the fuel the same. Driver strategy, we're going to push, attack, overtake, attack, continue. Alright, I'm very interested to see what we can do in the top 10 on softs here with Stroll. We're going to ride alongside him. On board is what I meant to say. Oh, it's an okay start, but that McLaren's looking dangerous. Vettel looked like he got a better start. He's pushing that McLaren of Norris, which I feel like we've barely seen the McLarens this season. We've seen oh my days, look at all the cars. Is that a Haas car? I believe it is. Mazepin, who did qualify in P17, and which is better than last for him for sure. And look at that ugly green part in the Ferrari car. But we're going to keep pushing here. We have fallen down the order terribly. So a bad start to this race, which is not what you want really, at all. But maybe it's the different tyre compound. But Stroll is just plummeting down the order. We're not going to watch aboard him anymore. That's a bit depressing. But yeah, we're under attack by Haas's, man. We're in a Haas sandwich here between Mazepin and Shui. So not great start, but we can recover, I suppose. But it's not really ideal. Keep going here. Stroll's still in 18th. Come on, mate. Pull your finger out. You got a race to try and sort of not win, but get a decent result for me here. Lawrence is watching. Oh, he's 19th. It's just getting worse and worse. Alright, conserve your tyres. He's 20th. Yuki went out in Q1 as well, which was a surprise. I couldn't believe that when that happened. But that AlphaTauri definitely does not have good pace this weekend anyway. But yeah, I mean, big talk coming from us down to 17th from P9. But we're going to zoom through this race a little bit here. 71 laps, same as the Mexico Grand Prix. So nice long race. Vettel's back in the top 10, so he's had a good fight back. Stroll got a bit of work to do still. We're catching up to Alonso, who has pitted though, so he's sort of in a different race to us, but we can still overtake him nonetheless. Mazepin is in the points. Nobody panic, but Nikita Mazepin is in the points. What on earth has happened here? Lance Stroll still doing absolutely terrible, but to be expected apparently. He's just not with it this week. Look at the McLarens down in 17th and 19th. They've pitted, but still, it's just not where you want to be if you're in a McLaren, that's for damn sure. But Vettel is doing absolutely bits. And this is what makes me question whether we should replace him this season. He's still got a year in his contract, and he has been doing really well in the last few races. So should we get rid of him? I don't know. But I think we're going to do a two-stop with Stroll here for sure. Because if it's anything like Mexico, the tyre wear on this track is a joke. So got to try and eke out the tyres. Try and take full advantage of the tyres. Maybe we could get Vettel onto a one-stop. It would really help his races. Stroll pits and comes out plumb last by about 5 seconds. Oh, Mazepin's 19th now. The pit stop messed up his beautiful point finish. But if we can get Vettel on the one stop, that'd be really good for his race, I think. But I think we're going to have to conserve the tyres too much to make it worth it. Because the pit stop really, in this game, only costs about 10 seconds, which is a bit strange. But Bottas passes Vettel here. Where to box now? Oh, we'll only be 10th if we box. So, I don't know. We'll try and make these tyres last as long as possible. And we'll see where it takes us here. I don't really want to put onto the mediums because the mediums don't feel like they're that durable compared to the softs. And we got the bonus on the softs as well because of our intel. So, show rivals. This is interesting, isn't it? I never really play around with that stuff. But safe, nice and safe. We don't want to risk any mistakes. We're going to pit Vettel here. He's going to come out to about 13th. You told me 10th. Oh, make that 14th now. Bloody hell. And this is not been a good start to this race. I'll let you guys go and I'll bring it back if anything interesting happens. Alright, 10 laps to go here, and I think that has to be said, this race has felt very, very rough on us. The tyre wear has just been abysmal. We're probably going to have to pit Stroll again, to be honest. How long has he been on this set of tyres for? 20 laps. These tyres are meant to last 44 laps, and they're just not. We haven't even pushed that hard on them, to be completely honest with you, but yeah, alright. I mean, he's not in the points anyway, and he's got plenty of room behind him. But we'll pin him onto the softs, but blah, far out, man. It's been rough, really rough. I think everyone's in the same boat. Like the pit stops, you can see there, are in the 2s and 3s all round, it says a lot, really. Yeah, one of those weekends where no one can really get the strategy right, but I guess you have those weekends. Vettel is only one spot up from the points, but we can't push that hard because his tyres still got a couple laps to go. We're just going to let Stroll kill those tyres. There's no point really conserving. Let's follow along Vettel here. Have Haas got a point this season yet? I don't think they have. No, they haven't. So Schumacher, who's taken advantage of a tough race for some other teams, including us, he might be able to get a first point for Haas here. His first point in Formula 1 as well, may I just add. And 11th place for us. So it's going to be the first no-point weekend for us in a while, I think. I mean, I might be wrong there, but yeah, that was a rough race. Lewis Hamilton, look how slow he's going. He ran out of fuel across the line, but he still wins. Yeah, disappointing race, in all honesty. But you get them. You do get those races. So that is Interlagos done. We move on to Australia next time out. Melbourne. Exciting. Alright, so interview time. After his victory today, what are your thoughts on Lewis Hamilton at the moment? Any team would be delighted to have him. Could we bring Lewis Hamilton to Aston Martin? No, we won't be bringing Lewis Hamilton to Aston Martin. I don't think he'll be one of the options considered. I'm definitely looking for sort of the next sort of potential talents, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's this episode all wrapped up here. Interesting race. Who won it in the end? Yeah, Lewis, obviously. And then I think Verstappen got second and Leclerc got third to round off the podium. What is it? What's his podium streak now? It's the longest in the competition at the moment. 8. He's on 8 podium streaks. We're yet to get a podium next year, probably. I don't think we get a podium seeing this year out. But yeah, that's been this episode. I hope you enjoyed the race, even though it was pretty difficult. I'm not used to this tyre heating. This tyre heating sort of come into play the last 4 races where the tyres just cook dry, like since when were softs 20 laps? But anyway, that's something I need to adjust to ASAP because we are throwing away points. Well, sort of. You're allowed a bad weekend, and it was only 11th and 13th. So, but yeah. Thank you for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please leave a like. Make sure to leave a comment down below. I reply to every comment, and you get featured in the video if it's not recorded in advance. But still, nonetheless, I reply to every comment, so leave them down below. And subscribe if you're not already, but I'm sure you already are. And I will see you in the next one. Add me on Discord, follow me on Twitter as well. I always forget to mention those ones. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.